Hello, good evening to you. Warm welcome to Prime Business with me, Pius Kojo Baka. Finance professor at Andrews University in the USA, Williams Pipra, says the outcome of the US election is likely to negatively impact trade relations between Ghana and the United States should a new government make policies that will temper with existing trade activities between both countries. Speaking earlier on Business Live, Professor Pipra urged government to maintain an open-door policy no matter the outcome of the elections.
For Ghana, for instance, we know that we benefited from AGUA, and this relationship is still ongoing. As a country, we may have to keep an open door to ensure that this trade relationship still exists. When it comes to foreign aid and policies, we know that both parties, Democrats and Republicans, have their own policies, but we've noticed that President Trump is focusing more on domestic agendas. So there is a kind of fear that when he becomes a president, other nations may suffer. But this will not override the overall international relationship. So there is a major concern in that effect. And when it comes to the issue of security, we also know that the U.S. normally collaborates with a lot of countries in gathering security information. So that kind of relationship will still be there. Whoever be the president, we also have to keep an eye on that relationship. What really may affect Ghana is the point of trade, whether either of the president will be having a policy that is going to affect AGUA, and that will be a major impact on us.
In a related development, energy strategist Dr. Yusuf Sulemana has disclosed that the increase in fuel prices at the pumps is temporary owing to the upcoming U.S. elections and geopolitical tension. Some oil marketing companies have increased prices of petroleum products at the pumps, attributing it to the rise in crude oil on the international market and, of course, the cedi's depreciation. Speaking in an interview with Joy Business, Dr. Sulemana believes the hike is temporary.
For the global geopolitical effects, they will likely have effect on the market, undoubtedly, and it will continue actually even to first quarter of 2025. Because the uncertainties arrive, a lot of political instability here and there, so that will have effect. But if it comes down to where we are purely, I would say that this increment is basically it has to do more of the cedi depreciation than the rise. This rise actually we have it just today, actually, just few days. This rise is not the one that is accountable for what we have now. So maybe in the next window, if this rise sustains, we may likely have another increment. But I think most of this increment is because of lack of strong performance in the cedi that has impacted the upward adjustment. Yes, the price within the in the international scene, it has increased, but not that significant. This increment hasn't fed into the market. What we have today that has increased within these few days, it hasn't fed into the market. But of course, the marketers will always do forward pricing with the expectation that this increment will sustain. But I will tell you that this increment, I doubt whether it will sustain because it's speculative. It is just because of OPEC announcement. The chances are that within the coming days or up to 1 week, we will likely see the real picture of the market, in which case we may have the prices dropping around the lower 70s again. Yeah.
As part of efforts to build resilience and improve Ghana's cybersecurity space ahead of the 2024 elections, the Cybersecurity Authority has committed to ensuring the protection of the country's critical information infrastructure. Speaking to Joy Business, Alex Opong, Director of Capacity Building and Awareness Creation at the Authority, noted that this will be achieved by enforcing full compliance with the requirements of the Cybersecurity Act by service providers. He made these remarks at the Cyber Awareness Breakfast meeting organized by the Israeli Economic and Trade Mission to Ghana.
According to the Global Cybersecurity Index, Israel has consistently ranked among top countries in the world, reflecting its commitment to cybersecurity measures and policies. The Cyber Awareness Breakfast meeting, organized by the Israeli Economic and Trade Mission to Ghana, aimed to promote partnerships between Israeli and Ghanaian cybersecurity companies. Speaking to Joy Business on the sidelines of the forum, Alex Opong, Director of Capacity Building and Awareness Creation at the Cybersecurity Authority, indicated that the authority will continue to ensure full compliance to improve their country's systems.
The reason why there's a focus on critical information infrastructure is because when you're designated as a critical information infrastructure owner, be it the system, it means that anything that happens to that particular system or to that institution that is considered as an owner has a detrimental effect on the Ghana's economy and national security. So in October 2021, we launched what is referred to as the Directive for the Protection of Critical Information Infrastructure. And these are baseline directives pulled from best practices, global best practices. On his part, Aviel Avram, Deputy Chief of Mission at the Israeli Embassy to Ghana, expressed Israel's commitment to fostering partnerships to support Ghana's cybersecurity sector.
With Ghana's digital transformation agenda, particularly as the country leverages technology to drive economic growth and inclusion, cybersecurity has naturally become a priority area, and most of all, a national security. Israel's collaboration with Ghana in cybersecurity field has been about building partnership, knowledge exchange, exchanging expertise, and fostering an environment where we can learn from one another. Over the past years, we have engaged in dialogues and exchanges knowledges with Israeli experts, with Ghanaian counterparts, providing insights on best practices and offering guidance on developing resilient cyber infrastructure.
The forum was held under the theme, Strengthening Cybersecurity Collaboration, Israel-Ghana Partnerships for a Resilient Digital Future.
As part of efforts to promote mental health, Belacqua Ghana has organized the Healing Together Vigil 2.0. The initiative, which is part of the company's Take a Break campaign, hosted mental health awareness and, of course, influencers as well. In an interview with Joy Business, the head of marketing, Chris Ado-Sarkodie, announced that the company would donate 300,000 cedis to the Ghana Mental Health Authority, reinforcing the company's commitment to promoting mental health awareness in Ghana. More in this report.
Belacqua Ghana, a subsidiary of the Blow Group of companies, recently held a Healing Together Vigil 2.0 as part of its Take a Break campaign. The event served as a gathering for mental health practitioners, advocates, influencers, media personalities, diplomats, and community leaders to promote mental health awareness and well-being. This year's vigil began with a mental health talk led by experts, providing attendees with valuable insight into building strong mental health practices. Chris Ado-Sarkodie is the head of marketing at Belacqua.
The Take a Break campaign basically is a mental health advocacy thing that we've taken upon ourselves since last year. And basically what we do is that we create the platforms like what you've witnessed today, where we have experts, we have general Ghanaians also come around, interact with the experts, where they take key advice as to how to manage, their mental well-being. And afterwards, we enjoy some good music, some kebab, some great drinks from Bell Beverage as well, and just to unwind, and like the theme of the campaign is take a break from all the stresses of the world, and that's what we stand for, and that's what we've been championing since last year.
Chris Ado-Sarkodie shared Belacqua's commitment to supporting the Ghana Mental Health Authority.
Belacqua is taking the mental health awareness to the second stage, and it's quite big. What we are doing is that, so for every quarter, Belacqua is issuing out 75,000 cedis to the Mental Health Authority. So fully in a year, we are looking at 300,000 cedis to support the mental health authorities, so that the psychiatrists, the psychologists, and all the experts will be able to go into the communities to have conversations and have impact in the life of consumers. So we are excited about this relationship with Mental Health Authority, and we are very hopeful that through these collaborations, we'll be able to demystify that whole assumptions or negativities that Ghanaians have when it comes to the topic of mental health.
That's it for Prime Business. I am Pius Kojo Baka. Daniel Cranton is next with Prime Sports. Do enjoy.